walkthrough. Here we go. Now, I already created my character. I don't know why I didn't just start at the beginning. Basically, all I did, the very beginning, you wake up in that little chair thing, you go down, there's a werewolf. You go straight past the werewolf, don't even try to fight that werewolf. And this guy, no idea what he's doing. He thought the freaking boxes were me, I guess. So you just don't even try to fit that werewolf. You can't fight it with your bare hands, because you won't have any weapons. So all I did was go past him, go through that area, don't mess with any of the enemies. You like, put down a little lever. It's an obvious lever. And, what should I say? A ladder would come down. And then you go up, you go into the lantern, into the Hunter's Dream, and that's where you get your weapons. So, yeah, this is a little walkthrough to show how you combat enemies. It's the actual visual. Some just came up on my screen. So. Yeah, so like, I'm gonna be making like a video of how like the weapons work on my other character, because my other character is like level 160 something, which isn't quite pro level. There's probably so many people that are above level 200 in this freaking game, so like 300 something. But I'd say decently experienced at least in the normal game, not the DLC. I try to take on this guy. Do not take on this guy. You do not want to take on this guy with this early. No, he's way too hard. His attacks are way too quick. The biggest thing about him, he does not flinch. He doesn't flinch. Yeah, I just got totally wrecked. And see, that'll happen if you try to fight enemies that are just too good for you at the very beginning. You'll just get wrecked. And you're gonna see me try to go back and try to get my blood echoes back. Doesn't work out. Those blood echoes are just gone. I'm just doomed to never be able to get those blood echoes again. So that's just gonna when I'm going back, I'm like, son of a bitch. And you need blood echoes anyway, so you just might as well take out everyone. Everyone you come across, because you need all the blood echoes you can get. So yeah, I am pre-recording this because I had just found out recently, because I'm a freaking idiot, that I can record my audio while I'm playing the game. I don't understand why that setting in the settings isn't already set that way. So you have to actually set it to do that for some reason. So I'm gonna try to get my blood echoes back. It's not gonna work out well. So this is what you could kind of expect when you first play the game. You're gonna get plenty of blood vials. It's just that's not the problem. These guys kill you so quickly, and you need to be careful. You need to learn how to dodge. You need to learn how to use the movement. It's just this guy is so quick. Like, he's quicker than the boss. Like the cleric beast, the first boss that you fight. He's quicker than that guy. He's more aggressive. He's even, in my opinion, he's even more aggressive than that guy. I do a lot better at him this time, but it's not enough. See how much damage I'm doing? It's almost nothing. It's because I don't have any bloodstone shards in my weapons. Just nothing. Look how much damage. Look at that. Oh. Okay. I'm just kind of trying to get away, but it's just not gonna happen, for some reason I tried to use my gun there. That's not gonna help you. He doesn't flinch by weak weapons or weak guns. The only things that'll make him flinch if you do a ton of damage, like if you have a very heavy weapon. So I'm giving up on him because I lost my blood echoes. That I can't get him back. So I'm just gonna. I kind of like race on it. God damn it. All right, let's see. This guy. I'm not boxes. Why are you attacking boxes? See, a lot of these guys, you just this is super easy to come up and hit them. Just choose either the saw cleaver or the threaded cane. Do not choose the axe as your first weapon. It's so slow. It's just not a good weapon to start out with because it's so slow, especially for someone who like is playing this game for like the first time and hasn't played like much other games like this. I mean, I'm really making this like early part here as like this kind of tutorial for the early part, like especially for my friend because I want him to get Bloodborne so we can do the cooperative mode together. And he's played Skyrim, but apparently from what I'm hearing from him about Skyrim, it's really not a ton like the game. Apparently you can't even. Yes, I haven't played Skyrim, but apparently you can't even dodge in Skyrim. Like, okay, there isn't even a dodge mechanic or anything, so it's probably not a ton like Skyrim. So just don't choose the axe; it's too slow. Choose either the saw cleaver or the threaded cane, which I would choose the saw cleaver because it's just better. I just feel like it's just a better overall thing. It's in between. It's still pretty quick. It's not as quick as the cane, but it's still pretty quick. It's a lot quicker than an axe. And it's almost as strong as the axe as its base damage. It's only like 10 or so off of the base damage. It's very good. You get the saw spear later, which is basically the same thing, but this saw cleaver, you know, I feel that it could probably be better. Its base damage is better, and since you get it right away, like since I have the saw cleaver right here, there's really no point in using the saw spear because they're pretty much the same weapon. It's just maybe one's a little quicker. So yeah, I just kind of like you wait for them to attack. You always wait for them to attack. Unless they are completely wide open and you just go up to them and start attacking. But when you have like multiple people, well, you saw that, how I efficiently that's how you would use the transformation well. You kind of go up and you hit them, press L1, and then it'll extend like that. And it's a good way to not only do a little bit more damage, but I just got both of them in one hit because it's like it was a wide spread of the attack was wide horizontally, so it was able to get anyone in front of you at a pretty good distance horizontally and vertically. So not vertically, horizontally and forward and ahead of you. So yeah, these Molotov cocktails are extremely like these first guys, they immediately die with one hit from the Molotov cocktails. So you should use them to kind of like. What I'm really wanting to do right now is to kill the shotgun guy with it. But I don't know. I just want him out of the picture. There's another shotgun guy over there though, unfortunately. It's just this beginning part. It's a little rough. It's a bit rough. Oh crap. See, like when that's a kind of combo. When you have 3 people like there and they all do an attack at the same time, they can just wreck you in an instant. Because all of those attacks hit you all at the same time. So you just want to be more careful about that. Like when you see all those people there, you want to keep getting back and waiting for one to get closer to you than the others. And take them out one by one. Alright, I mean, this is also showing the good strategy of going through this first area instead of stumbling through it. So, let's see this. And on here, I just go through all the people again. because you need the blood echoes anyways. The only risk, obviously, is just you're risking dying again and losing the blood echoes, of course, but you're gonna need to get those blood echoes anyway. You're gonna need as much as you can get. Oh man, that guy almost got me there. See, with the axe, this is so much harder, especially when there's multiple people around him. Because it's so slow, it's like you can get wrecked very easily, and it took me so long to get through this first part when I first played. Like, I'm talking, I was playing like for an hour and a half, and at the end of that hour and a half playthrough, I pretty much only got through this first area, and I was over by the other side of that doorway over there. It took me like over an hour, because I just kept dying, and I'm like, it was rough, because I wasn't looking up any guides, I wasn't looking up any helpful tips or anything. I was just doing it. I've never played like a game that's like this before. I'd never played Dark Souls, never even played anything like a Skyrim game or anything like that. Even though I feel like Skyrim is like a much easier and like version of this, I don't know. Hopefully I'm not wrong, but yeah, I tried to get this guy through here. It's just the freaking fence is too fucking tall. Like, I wasted like 3 or so Molotov cocktails trying to get that guy. And then I realized, I'm like, oh crap, like, I can get some people down here through this area. I can't, oh, and then I'm like, oh yeah, the guy with the blood echoes, I can just throw one right at him. And then get my blood echoes that way. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw a little in here, and I was looking at him like, holy crap, like just the area effect of the Molotov cocktail explosion, like, killed like 2 or 3 people. So like, that thing is really good, especially if like a bunch of them start coming at you, and then you throw it down in the group, and it kills like all 3 or 4 of them, or even. It's like, it's a very good thing to have. I only have 3 left though. Yes, I don't understand why the game doesn't explain its system better, of like controls better, because it doesn't actually tell you how to use blood vials. I'm actually pretty sure, like, all the things on the ground, there's little things on the ground that tell you things. I mean, they tell you tips, like one of them was like R1 to do base attack, and this to roll, or whatever, but it doesn't tell you how to use blood vials. I don't understand. Like, you have to hold triangle to use blood vials, and you just keep, like, if you want to use multiple them, you just hold triangle, then release, hold triangle, and then he'll just keep using. That's the quick way to use blood vials. You really need to figure that out, otherwise that's not good, you know. And you can end up like wasting stuff, like I did, like I think I did on my first playthrough. I was like wasting materials. Like, I was wasting some of the like cocktails and some of the pebbles or whatever, trying to figure out how to like heal or something. Like, it's kind of stupid that they don't say the control. So basically you just keep going through the route I'm going through. This is pretty much, this is really straightforward. This is where I'm actually ending the video. I'll continue it on the next here. Let's see on that one.